Hello, hello, hello. Hi, and welcome once again to this live journal where I speak of things related to a resolute mind. Hope that all is well with you today. Okay, today's topic is an interesting one. Well, sort of. Today's topic is titled The Answer is Always There. Always. The answer is always there. Always. Let me set the scene for you. If I had to hinge on what I said in some of my previous talks, I am pitching the talk around developing and growing one's intuition with the general aim of reaching an overarching objective or place of destination. But for the moment, let's think big. Think on the big picture. Think on the biggest picture. The grand scheme of things. Yes, we are going there. Yes, we are. Okay, we are going to look at life as though moving through a maze. Life can be seen as if moving through a very convoluted maze. We all know that a maze is like a track. There is a beginning, there is also an end, and then there is everything else in between. Such a description I give this life maze to be. Now, the general objective is for one to reach the end of his course. The course itself is a trip of a lifetime. One works to play this game of escape as he courses out his track, his main track that is. Now remember, a maze is no straightforward thing. Sometimes it loops and takes one on many detours, but at the end of it all, one tries to make it to his end from his beginning. Now, let's get a few things straight. Think of life's course as an entire project to be worked out from beginning to end. What does this mean? Well, it means a few things actually. Let's get some assumptions straight. 1. It is imperative that one understands that the track is for one and one person only. What does this mean exactly? I answer myself. It means that this person is single and alone. Yes, I'm going to repeat that. It means that this person has to be singly and alone. Let me put it another way. When someone is indeed running their track on a unique set path, he is going to find himself single and alone. The path is a unique set path, and it is also a very narrow path, I might add. There is only room for one person, and that is you, which is me. Okay. 2. Listen to this. Listen up. There is no right answer. Neither is there a wrong answer. There is only one thing, and that is the truth. What is this statement saying? I answer. I say that the path, however the course, it should take one closer to his truth. The path should take one closer to his truth. I emphasize the his, because for each path, everyone will see something different, and that's the beauty of life. When he sees, or what he sees, is only a reflection of himself, nothing more, nothing less. But as he courses the path, he sees more and more of this truth. I mean, he can change his mind how many times he wants. He's learning. But regardless of which way he turns, it still leads him back to the truth, his truth, and nothing but the truth. I find this very interesting, but I move on. Point number 3. You're not going to believe me on this one, but everyone is an actor. everyone, including yourself. They all have a part to play in getting to the solution. And that is in getting to the end of life's course. What does this mean? I answer. I say that it is worth getting to know each personality type, for each type presents certain useful information to helping you get closer to your goal or aim. Now, this can be categorized in various ways, really. But I am just choosing general categories to help with my description. Along your course, you're going to meet at least 5 or 6 of what I'm going to describe right now. Now these people are varied and they present different information. And though varied, all of the information presented adds to your bank of knowledge that may somehow help to sort you through your maze. But at the end of the day, you are left alone with your own decision making. No one can decide for you. I begin. Along one's course, he is bound to meet the discourager. In fact, this is probably the first kind he is going to meet once he decides to enter into his life course. Just a hint of inspiration, and boom, words of discouragement begin to pop up. This is actually good. This is very good, because one can take this as a sign that he is getting closer to his solution. Just the presence of initial resistance lets one know this is the way to go. Cool. So he has chosen a path. He has started his course on the maze. Let's move on. As he courses, the next type he is bound to meet is the motivator. He meets one who sees him on his journey and feeds him with words of encouragement. He becomes energized and reinforced by the words of another. This is useful as he rests on encouraging words to help him through when the course begins to get a little choppy. I find this cute. I move on. There is yet another type that he meets, the influencer. He sees someone ahead of him, and this pushes him to want to do better and become better at something. He feels energized when he notices that others share similar interests. He wants to learn and grow. He wants to increase his knowledge bank. Now, I must say, the influencer is fleeting in nature, for as he grows, so will his interests change along the course. But he compiles all the lessons learned from the ones who somehow influence his thought processes. Then there is the helper. The helper is the one who assists one in pointing out certain directions to go, but they have already coursed certain paths and they understand the many pitfalls that one may fall through along the way. The helper may also provide him with certain resources and life lessons which he can learn from. This may also be like the mentor or the teacher. The helper cannot help him decide, however. He is only there to provide insightful information. It is up to this one to decide for himself, but ultimately, no one can choose for him. And then there is the lover. We have all met that one, haven't we? Oh my. Okay, I'm going to be serious right now. But it's true, we all meet that one who you emotionally bond with. The one who is there to share deep meaning words with. The one who has heard your many cries and venting. The one who is willing to hold your hand when you need a hand. This is an important one to come across because you experience love along the way. And even though the path may seem like a really, really rough one, somehow the lover shares neat sentiments with you that gives you the strength to still push through. And then, how can I forget the hater? The hater is actually a really important player. Why, you ask? I answer. The hater comes as the tester, the one who proves, disproves, and even disapproves of your work. Everyone needs a hater. The hater functions to proof your work, looking for defects and holes. They detect stuff, and so one can wisely use the hater to work on the areas that need further reinforcement. Okay, that's all I have. Now let's talk about sight. Now, what I'm going to tell you in the next few seconds, you're most likely going to forget anyway. There is a very high chance that you are going to forget this because you won't believe what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. The answer, no matter where you are, how you are, and what you are doing and what you are not doing, the answer is always going to be in front of you. It doesn't matter which way you look. The answer is always watching you smack in the face. The difference is realizing the truth. Does one appreciate what he sees? Does one appreciate what he does not see? And herein lies the answer. We see, but can we really see? The world speaks to us every day through persons, songs, movies, nature, literature. They all say something, but does one pick up those hidden messages? You don't need to Google answers. The answers are all right in front of you. You need only to look. Reflection and meditation. These are powerful means to get closer to what you actually see, and not just solely what you want to see. You remember things when you look back, and then you say to yourself, "Oh, that is why this was this way. I now understand." Reflections help with understanding the quiet messages that ripple through life. Now, one not only sees his truth, but the truth. The world does not tell you the truth. The truth must be ascertained following discourse with the self after having exchanges and intercrossings with the world. Examination of the world and examination of the self takes one closer to seeing more than what he was initially looking at. I now leave you with a very hypothetical example as my final thought. It's not real. Suppose I'm staying at a house and I want to clean something, say a service that I messed up, and I'm looking for a cleaning agent. So I ask the host for a cleaning agent, something to clean with. She checks around her kitchen cabinet and then reports to me that her stocks have run out. So detergent or soap out of stock. Now I tell you, this sweet woman is lying to me. She tells me that there's nothing to clean with. She is lying. She doesn't even know she's lying. Why is she lying? Well, when I look at her kitchen cabinet, which is not real, I see something. I see a bottle of spirits in stock. Then when I check more inside her room, I spot a bottle of perfume in stock. I know I'm quite a macro and I'm a bit clumsy. Don't invite me to your house, please. Anyway, I spot these two things and I say that these two other options are just as effective in my books. So ultimately, there were cleaning agents. You just did not say cleaning agents. And this is life. We don't need to wait for the world to tell us the answer. The answer is always right in front of you. Always. And now I end on this note. Thanks for listening once again, and hope to get back to you until next time. Adios.